Alright, what's this that go for this? This has to go here. I gotta make sure there's everything in place. Good lord, there's so much to do. Oh boy. Huh? What the? How the hell did you get here? What do you mean you came from a tunnel? Do you even know what hole you just came out of? Of course you don't. You're not even meant to be here. Give me a moment. I gotta make a phone call. Back up. Come on. Back up. Yeah, Frank, I got a situation. There's a player that appeared from the hole through a game. What do you mean, how they got here? You tell me, Frank. I told you to make sure all access points were closed when you decided to help them build the game using our internal developing systems. And you told me you did. Well, do us all a favor and fix this so that we don't suddenly get people showing up here in the sacred area since they're not supposed to even know it exists. Great. Now I need to call the council about this. God, I hope they don't smite me for this. God, hopefully this is gonna be okay. Oh, God, Lord. Yeah, hello, sir? Yes, it's Wolf calling. Look, I know you said not to disturb you, but... Sir, I get that, but as I was trying to tell you, we have a problem. Well, the problem is, we somehow got a player here that came from the hole. Look, sir, I already dealt with it. The problem now is, what do I do with them? Alright, I'll do it. Crazy prick. I guess I have no choice. Well, it seems I have no choice but to keep you here. Of course it won't be for free. You'll have to do something for us in return. Now, don't worry, it's not that hard. All you have to do is decide if a game is worthy of staying here, or get sent down the hole of the forgotten. Well, boys, girls, or whatever you choose to be, I have the first candidate here, so this is going to be simple. I'll give you the deets, and you simply have to vote. Sound simple? Good. Let's get started. Now, to understand how this is going to work, I'm basically going to explain the game's story, plot, design, as well as any other details that you need to said. So don't ask for more, we're covering everything about the game, so I have to keep it simple. And I mean it, keep it simple. Now, I am not the judge or jury of any of this, so my opinion is irrelevant, alright? With all that out of the way, let's begin an explanation of the first game up to debate, AQ3D. Will it join the many here in these halls, or fall down the hole of the forgotten? Let's find out. Now I know what you're thinking. Wolf, what the hell is AQ3D and what is its story? Well, let me explain. AQ3D is the short term for Adventure Quest 3D, created by Artix Entertainment, which allowed players to play on both PC and mobile. Any mobile.
Hold up.
That's right, any mobile. So unless you own a basic flip phone or a Kodiak like your grandparents, there is no reason you cannot download it and play it anywhere. You can play it on your couch, you can play it on your bed, you can play it outside, hell, you can even play it while you're taking your shit. Ain't nobody can stop you. Hey, I know many of you out there are on your phone while doing your business, and I'm not judging. Heck, I'm certain you're doing it while watching this video right now. But we're not here to talk about your habits, we're here to talk about AQ3D.
Duh.
Alright, so where does the story take place, and more importantly, what's it about? Well, our story begins in the land of lore, where you come to find out you're dead and have been brought back to life by Death himself. You gotta be thinking, damn, I got brought back to life by Death. What can be happening that needs death to bring me back? He locked himself out of the land of the dead. No, for real. He literally says it in game, and your character is also laughing at him for it. Oh my god. I'm sorry. After you finish laughing at Death expands, Death tells you that you have to get it back from Vane, this guy, who stole it so he brought you back, and until you do, you cannot even die, but you can still feel pain. And look, here's where I need to apologize and tell you that this game does not take itself seriously. I mean, there used to be a part where Vane demonstrates your immortality by beating your ass before yeeting you across the entire continent, but they removed it. And I mean, come on guys, why remove the best part of the intro? What were you thinking? Hello, Future Wolf here. Just a heads up, I wanted to give you know that actually, well, they brought it back. The actual point where I made this whole rage statement is actually just me being pissed off at the fact that they removed it. And as it turns out, they decided to bring it back. Yeah. Alright. So it turns out the devs actually were listening for once in their life to actual people who wanted to see it. So that's one big step up. So hopefully, just to clarify that, next time, that's why any of you new players out there decide to go take a look at it, just so that way you can choose to vote or not, you can actually have a chance to, well, see it for yourself in action. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'm making this any more awkward as it is, because I probably look stupid. So, I'm out. Peace. Yep. Okay. Give me a moment. You said my opinion doesn't matter. So breathe, Wolf, and move on. You're probably thinking, there's more to this story than that, right? Well, there isn't. Although, this is due to the fact that there are many different areas to travel and explore, each with their own story that links, sometimes, back to your main plot, but at least it mixes things up a bit. Speaking of maps, I can't say that they went all out with each of them being unique to its own location, and pretty large in size, and in some cases beyond large if you find the way. Although they do come with some weird spots, but other than that, they have such unique aesthetic and beauty that in and out of the maps, even if it makes no sense sometimes. Well, we're going to look at the design now of AQ3D, and you probably notice how familiar it is. That's most likely because you've played Diablo before, and on PC it's pretty much the same with some minor differences. On mobile, it follows more like a controller for your console, which, I'll be honest, needs to have some readjustments to suit your comfort. Putting controls aside, the character design is pretty basic, but that seems to be the case across all their games, so it can't be helped. But that doesn't mean you can't get creative in other ways. That's because they allow you to wear costumes, so you can look the way you want to. Now, before you start writing in the comments saying, "But Wolf, all MMOs have costumes that cover your gear. What makes this any different?" Well, that's simple. In AQ3D, everything is a costume. That's right, the developers here decided that instead of having just the generic costume trope, they made all equipment a costume, allowing for some crazy character designs, making the character you create feel more personal. Which makes up for the fact that some costumes come at a cost, with some game currency that requires you to pull out your wallet like a simp. Speaking of cash, this game still follows its predecessors before it, and that is having a membership plan. I know, who would have guessed that it make it so most of the items you get will be impossible to use otherwise, and more crazy, they have 2 different ones. What does the second one give? The same as the first, but also a free armor set that is only available unless you have it. So is it necessary? Not really. But hey, it's not required to play the game. Besides, they give you daily chests, which gives you 3 items for free, and more often than not, One of them is a free version of an item members can use: a morph. What is a morph? Well, to be honest, I hoped it was a way to change up the combat, but no. All they do is let you move faster. And it looks good too.
Emotional damage!
Terrible, I know, but I gotta admit, they are handy, since the character's run is completely slower compared to the morphs. So having one is a good idea to save a small amount of travel time. Lucky for you, they recently started adding some free permanent morphs, so you're technically in luck. Now, I could talk about all these other details, but I'd be a bad informant if I don't mention the classes available to you that you can switch to anytime. With a total of 14 different classes to choose, one more on its way after this video, 3 classes that I'm gonna call cosmetic classes, you're at least not stuck with the class you pick. Mind you, you do have to first unlock the other classes by collecting their class tokens, by doing their daily class quests, or just buy it with in-game currency, whatever you choose to do. Look, I can go into more details about each class, but that would be a whole video themselves, so if you want to see those, hit the like button and comment which one you want to know along with your vote. Woo! We are now at the end of the first file of our candidate for joining the Videogame Hall of Legends. Whew, what a run. Will you let them pass the gates? Or will they be sent down to the pit of the forgotten? Cast your vote down in the comments, and I will see you with the next candidate in the next video. Good luck.